Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Fabi here, and today we are going to be doing our UFC 292 predictions, Sterling versus O'Malley. Regarding the last video, I did get it right. I got my UFC 291 prediction, got the shirt right here, was at Salt Lake City. I'll put some videos, I'll put some of the videos I took there, some of the photos, and had a really good time. I would love for them to come back next year. It'd be absolutely amazing. But besides that, I still have to do my forfeit for UFC 290. A lot of stuff has been going on in my life recently, but I will get to that soon. I promise you guys. I won't let you guys down on that forfeit. But besides that, let's get right into UFC 292. My predictions. Okay, first fight of the main card, we got Marlon Chito Vera versus Pedro Munoz. We got the Ecuadorian versus the Brazilian right here. And this fight, I don't think it's even at all, honestly. A lot of people were disappointed with Chito's last performance. I don't think he exploded as much as he was supposed to. I don't think he let go of his hands. I don't know what was going on in Chito's last fight, but I am confident Chito will make this fight look easy. Pedro Munoz isn't a good fighter. I don't think he's an okay fighter. He's an average fighter. I don't think Chito's an extraordinary fighter also, but I do think Chito has the upper edge, the superstar status, just the momentum. I think his next fight will be for a title fight if he gets his fight good. Or a Sandhagen fight, who knows? Another Sandhagen fight, so who knows, a rematch versus Sandhagen. But I got Chito Vera by decision. Or by knockout in the third round, because Chito starts a little slow. So I got Chito Vera this fight. Damon Blackshear versus Mario Bautista. I don't know anything about these guys. I don't know anything about Mario Bautista. I'm taking into consideration what my dad has told me. He's told me Mario Bautista is a very disciplined fighter, very correct fighter. He does everything he has to do. Very good fighter. Damon Blackshear just fought last week. I did not watch last week's events, but Damon Blackshear got a twister, which is super impressive. One of only 4, I think, twisters in the UFC. So for that reason, I think he's coming in fresh, he's coming hot, coming in with motivation. So I do think Damon Blackshear will take this competition. He will take it to the ground, and I think he will win this fight. Like I said, I don't know much about these fighters. I'm kind of just guessing on this one, but Damon Blackshear will win this fight. So for this fight, we got Neil Magny versus Ian Garry, the Irish promise versus Neil Magny, a veteran in the sport. We have Ian Garry 12-0, and then Neil Magny with the record of 28 and 11 losses. This fight, I think, is like the Chito one. I don't see a possibility for Neil Magny to win. Ian Garry isn't an extraordinary fighter, but he's 12-0 for a reason. I don't think Neil Magny is a good fighter, honestly. I think he's not even an average fighter. But I think Ian Garry will win. He will improve to 13-0. But I think Ian Garry is getting to the point where he's gonna fight somebody a little better than him. I've seen him struggle in the not last fight, but before that, he struggled a lot. So we're gonna see. I have Ian Garry winning this fight. Not easy, but convincingly. So for the co-main event, we have Zhang Weili, the champion, versus Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos just came over a good victory against Rodriguez, I think it was. Or maybe I'm getting confused. Maybe that was her before fight. But Amanda Lemos is an okay fighter. There's not that many girls or women in the strawweight division that impressed me that much. The best fighter in the strawweight division, for me, personally, is Rose Namajunas. Not even Carla Esparza, none of those fighters. I have Zhang Weili winning this fight convincingly. Zhang Weili is levels above Amanda Lemos, and I think Zhang Weili will become and still by the end of the night. I don't see a possibility where Zhang Weili wins this fight. Here we got the main event of the evening. Aljamain Sterling, the Funk Master, versus Sean O'Malley. And this fight is a fight that I've been waiting for a long time, since I've seen Sean O'Malley in Contender Series. Kind of like with the Yair situation, I've seen this kid grow up practically. And I've seen it since, not the beginning of his career, but when he was on the stardom of the Contender. And it's a very good sight to see. Aljamain Sterling, probably trying to consider himself one of the best bantamweights of all time. In my opinion, Dominic Cruz is still the best bantamweight of all time. for just how long he has maintained the title. Came back for injuries, came back and won. But Aljamain Sterling has one of the best. Corey Sandhagen, TJ Dillashaw, Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo. And if he adds Sean O'Malley to his list, I think he is probably going to be considered the best bantamweight of all time. But for this fight, I see it very, not even, but very different. Aljamain Sterling, a grappler, super dedicated to what he does. Sean O'Malley, super good striker. We got one of the best grapplers in the game versus one of the best strikers in the game. And what has that told us in the UFC game? The grappler always wins. But I will make my prediction right now. I think Sean O'Malley will surprise the world and he will become UFC champion. I've seen him this week. He looks dedicated. He looks focused. He looks determined to get this victory. And I have Sean O'Malley winning by knockout. If he lands one punch on Sterling, it's over. Sterling does not have a chin. We've seen him before. He got knocked out by Renan Barão, left stiff. I like Sterling, but I think O'Malley's going to win. And I will stick through that, through all of this. I have Sean O'Malley winning, and he will be the bantamweight champion by the end of the night. And hopefully, if my predictions are right, we will see a Chito Vera versus Sean O'Malley 2 fight in the future. And hopefully that will come to fruition. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video. Make sure to watch the fights tomorrow. They're going to be an absolute banger of a card. And yeah, hopefully I get the predictions right and I don't have to do another forfeit. But anyway guys, thank you. Peace.